Hello everyone, this will be the review of game SiNKR 2 and the key was provided by developer. Uh, One very annoying thing about this game is that it's using hieroglyphs in the options. Yes, those buttons do something. I don't even want to know what, but please put something that makes sense and can be understood by language, because I don't want to guess hieroglyphs in options. I just want to know what it does, right? Not guess. What is the game? The game is another case of properly done puzzle game. So we have this tree of levels, which shows up to 87 levels. So that's how many we have, I guess. There is no information, I guess, on Steam. I tried to find it, but I couldn't. Personally, I got really bored. I just went to level 11 and I was like, okay, I get it. I know what they are doing here. It's yet another puzzle game with one gimmick, one puzzle, and many iterations of this one puzzle. It's done correctly, it works fine, it looks well for a puzzle game, and it offers proper amount of content. 87 levels of one thing. And of course, yes, there is new uh, obstacles, it gets more complicated and so on. Uh, I've seen it before. That's the case. This is the typical case where I have to talk about a puzzle game which is done properly, and it's just like any other puzzle game, it just uses different gimmick. I really hate guessing those buttons. Let's see what's this. Oh, you choose a level. But I can just click here, right? I have to click here. That makes no sense. This is probably credits. I don't even want to do it. What if you just play? What if you just press play? I don't know. Nothing, really. Nothing. And I can't press anything here. It just shows me the tree of levels. And I think it got, well, I think I went to level 12 somehow. Even though I didn't. What if I go there? No. I'm trying to go back and then press play. I think play is just continue. And this allows us to pick a level, but we can also pick a level like this. By the way, I have no idea where is the first level. I'm trying to go to level 1. Alright. So let's start with, I'm gonna show you 3 levels, okay? Just to show you the mechanics. So what's the idea? We have a hook. If I press this button here, it's gonna activate the hook, and the hook will go towards the this point, right? So it's gonna take this ball and push it there. First, I have to do this one, because if I move this ball there, then this ball won't fall into a hole, and I will fail, right? I can do it, I guess. If I go, wait, I'm trying to screw it. If I screw it like this, right, then this will do nothing. So it's about sequencing. If I do this, and then the other one, then I do it correctly, right? That's how I should do it. Okay, so let's move to level 5, for instance. Level 5. Okay. So here you have to use the mechanic of changing direction of the hook, right? So if I go like this, I screw up because I can't move it backwards, right? When I roll the hook to this point, it's over. I can't release it back. So I have to first do this, then change directions, and do the rest. And maybe one more level, level 10, because I want to make a full guide for this game. It's probably gonna be harder. I think we have to hook them both. Can this one do it? I think we have to go wait, how was it? First, I think we go there. Now, maybe one more. One more. This one catches the ball. I could take it. No, we have to take this one there. But I can't, right? If I do this, we have to push it all the way there and then go back. But if we go like this, then I won't be catching this ball, right? So if I go like this, I can fix this one, right? The bottom one, but I can't fix the top one. So now I have to remember about the top one, or maybe I have to connect them, pull them there, and then take this one all the way. Kinda like, probably it's not gonna work. I'm not sure how am I supposed to do it. Maybe you have to go backwards. Not sure if that's the best idea. Maybe if we go backwards, then I would switch like this. Can I take two balls? No, I can't take two balls. Well, I can actually grab the ball like this. Maybe that's the way. Probably not, however. Let's see. I could try to go all the way. Maybe this will work, actually. If I go all the way, he goes there, but okay, I can't go back, right? This one would fix the bottom. Now I can take it back like this, unhook it. Now take the bottom one and take the top one. So I guess there is more than one solution to this. There is apparently more than one solution, at least in some cases. So generally that's the idea, right? Let me go back to menu. So overall you do this, and I actually went through 11 levels in 9 minutes. So we could assume it's gonna be like 2 hours to finish the game, but it gets more complex. It gets definitely more complex, and you will have to try to find a sequence for a longer period of time if the puzzles are much more complex, and they clearly are more and more complex. So it just depends how good you are and how many attempts you will take. Overall, we could say that this is always a sequence, because if we go maybe once more, let's go to the first one. So that's a sequence because you do this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 8 clicks, and each click could be in this position or in the other position. Now I don't know why I can't. Can I move it? No, I can't move it. Well, okay, in this case I can't even move the hook, right? So I can only do either this or this. That's the whole difference. So there is a proper amount of possible moves, proper sequencing, right? We can go like A, B, B, A, B, and so on. So we could write it down and do all the sequences until you finish. And of course, if there is bigger complexity, you can write down all the moves, all the hooks, and all the positions as numbers or letters, and just try every combination. So you can always solve it, but it might take a very, very long time if you have no idea what you're doing. And of course, you can cut out some ideas, some moves, because they are clearly wrong, but you will still have to test a lot of combinations. So what you do in this game, you have to sequence the movement of hooks in 87 cases, and each case gets more and more complex, and it's longer, and it's harder to see the outcome, because you know the first level is easy. It's easy to see the option that you just switch the order in which you move the hooks, and that's it. And then it goes more and more complex. I think I got stuck on the 12th level. I'm just going to show you. Yeah, stuff like this, right? So now be my guest and guess what they are supposed to do. Maybe this, right? Maybe, but probably not, right? Maybe this, but probably not. Maybe that's half of the idea. Like probably have to move one of those to the bottom and one here. Maybe that's the idea, right? So let's try to do it. If I want to leave one ball here, right? So this guy will take the ball and be done. Now we move it down. Again, I am just sequencing. And then we do this. But that's not it. You also have to do this. And done, right? So sometimes that's the whole thinking process behind it. And then you land in another level. By the way, the game just choked. Let me just... Okay, it's reacting. Okay, I'm not gonna touch it, right? So that's another puzzle. Again, same stuff. You move the hook left and right. You have holes that can take more than one ball. Probably this one is 3 balls, this one is 2 balls, this one is 1 ball, and so on. And you have to somehow make it. You have to somehow make it work. I'm also not sure what's the white ball. What does it do? But whatever. I'm not gonna even touch it. I'm gonna leave it for you. So it just gets more and more complex. At some point you will be done, and that's the whole game. That's the 87 levels that you have to do. You can do them very quickly. You can also take your time. And once you're done, you're done. That's it. That's the whole game. So it's a properly working puzzle specific to this particular gimmick. So if you take another puzzle game, it's gonna have a different gimmick, different puzzle, different idea, with of course another 50 or 100 iterations of that puzzle. And this is just another puzzle with another gimmick, right? It's always, maybe not always, but often, it's one puzzle made into tons of different cases. You know, they make it more and more and more complicated. But that's always just one type of puzzle put into different situations and iterations, and then it's kind of done. You use all possible options, all obstacles, and then you know, you have to look more than one movement ahead. You have to sequence it. You have to try to find how those balls will eventually be aligned as they should be, and which move is completely wrong, which will, like, for instance, if I do this, right, it kills, because this does nothing. It doesn't go to a hole. You can also count them, right? There's 4, 6, 8 balls. How many holes? 3, 6, 8. So each ball has to go in a hole. So this is wrong, right? If I put 2 balls nowhere, that's definitely a wrong idea. So I have to press this and start over, right? And start thinking again, what can I do? Like, maybe I should move this, maybe not, right? So this is how you slowly go towards the end. And yeah, there is definitely content, and there is a working mechanic. I would give it 6 out of 10. I think it's above average in terms of content, and it's a well working puzzle. Of course, it's simplistic, minimalistic, but it works well. It doesn't crash. It works fine. It's responsive. It's clear to see what you're supposed to do, at least the general goal. But how you do it, you have to come up with your own idea. But it's not more than that. It's just properly done puzzle game. You know, it's nothing to write home about. It's just properly done. It's digitalized mind-bending puzzle that you eventually do, and then you're over with it. Just like all the other games in this genre, they always have the same idea, almost always. One gimmick, multiple levels. They usually work just fine unless they're completely broken, but usually they are not. And then you can only ask if you like this particular type of puzzle, or if you are happy with the price to content ratio, right? So for that you have to ask yourself if you want to pay as much as they ask. Let's check the price. Even I'm actually going to check it, how much they ask for it. Oh, not much, like $2 for it, so that's not much for 87 levels. That's not bad. It's actually a cheap game. Yeah, is it really this much? Yeah, that's what they say. It's on sale, but it's normally a bit more than $2, so it's a cheap game actually. I didn't play the other game. I don't think I did. Maybe I did, but I don't think so. I'm not sure. You know, it's just very forgettable. I kind of sometimes test those games, but I don't buy them. I don't really play them for myself. I think maybe I just got it, but I didn't play it. So I'm not into the whole franchise, right? I'm not crazy about this studio or this type of games or this genre. No, I just treat it completely separate to everything else. Yeah, it's just another game I played. That's how it works. That's what it is. It's done properly. but it's just a puzzle game with 87 levels, nothing more, nothing less. So I give it 6 out of 10. I think it's above average. It's done correctly, aside from those hieroglyphs, because that's annoying. Even this is annoying. Like, okay, I get it. This is options. This is what? Credits? Probably credits. Play. It's like continue, I guess, or new game, or reset game. This is what? Achievements, and that's what? Leaderboards, maybe? And what am I supposed to guess? Online mode? Something? I don't know. I don't even want to click it, because it can open like something in a browser. I don't want to. This one is what? Choosing levels. Why can I just click there? I can. So why have two things that do the same? And then I go to options and I have those things. They do something. I don't even want to know what they do. I guess this is window mode. This is switching off of the background, and this one I have no idea. So whatever. If there is something. I just prefer normal menu with properly written options. New game, load game, reset, leaderboard, credits, stuff like that. Not just hieroglyphs, because that annoys me. Yeah, content is high. 87 levels is okay. Even 50 would be okay. 100 would be awesome. So 87 is pretty good. The way it's done, at least we have working sliders, right? That's awesome. Actually, I didn't exactly make them work by this, so I just clicked this and then the music died, so that's awesome. Well done, but just a puzzle game. 6 out of 10. That was SiNKR 2, whatever that means. And I will see you guys in another review, hopefully with a more fascinating game. But it's not bad. If you like puzzle games, you can absolutely grab it, especially for $2. I'm just not very fascinated by the genre, but it's well done. It's properly done. So, well done product, but not a product I'm personally interested in. So that will be it, and I will see you guys in the next review.